Stop! Spare his life, and I will give you this life. Why would you do that? We're in the
Bayonetta 3
now.
Ara.
Oh, I don't know. Did I use the right one?
Ara.
Is there a reason as to why Jeanne has had so little screen time in Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2, even though she is Mr. Kamiya's favorite character? How are we going today, everyone? My name is Rakun. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Jeanne is one of the best side characters that I've played through and played with, even though she's been shown very little. Who's that? Yes! Her quirky, sassy personality has garnered her a huge fan base to the point of even regarding her as one of the main characters. But I am here to tell you the awesome reasons as to why they hid her for so long, and it's got something to do with Bayonetta 3. Royal family. Jeanne's past has almost never been recounted. Her royal background with her mother and her father are still a big mystery. She has juvenile tendencies which can explain her lack of a parental figure, or maybe she just wanted to be different and rebel against her royal status, which is why she vibed so well with Cereza. In episode 39 of Bayonetta 3 Theories and in the Bayonetta iceberg, you can go check them out right above, we theorized Elran to be the mother of Jeanne before she turned into Elran. Sadly. Of course, her royal background is duly noted and is a possibility, and a great possibility at that one, to explore in Bayonetta 3 to see the history of the Umbran Witches, or maybe even beyond that. So let's move on forward. Lumen Sage / magic heritage. White hair is deemed to be correlated with magical backgrounds. I like to think that they are all derived from one person whom we may have no recounts of at this point. There's only been one occurrence of Jeanne using Lumen Sage type of magic. Here it is. It's where she used a glyph with the color of a Lumen Sage to seal the door to buy time for her and Cereza. Even if she is connected to a magically heavy background, you can tell that she wants to push her limits as a witch, since she only uses one frame of time to get into witch time. If she reveals in Bayonetta 3 that she is able to use Lumen Sage magic all this time, I will lose my shit. Maybe that's why she didn't really mind hanging out with Cereza when they were young, even though she was the forbidden child. It's possible that her white outfits are a foreshadowing of what reveal is to come, since white is a uniform of Lumen Sages. Even though she's very patriotic as a Umbran witch, she may have some resentment having learnt some Lumen Sage magic, which is maybe why she doesn't use them or hasn't used them all this time. Keep this in mind. Having a historically royal background with a lot of magic, it could mean you know how the formation of the Umbran Witches or the Umbran clan came to be. So this opens up playable flashbacks of Jeanne's past, or maybe even the clan ascension themselves. Though even if she knows a lot of things, I do have another unlikely theory about Jeanne on why she is very important. Or why she knows a lot, actually. I'm just going to put it out there just in case it is the real thing. I don't really believe in this theory, but I think that Jeanne is in a time loop. Now, there is a possibility that Jeanne could be holding the left eye of darkness, though I don't think that's how she will change Bayonetta 3. What I do unlikely theorize is that Jeanne could be in a potential time loop throughout all the events in the Bayonetta universe. How she conveniently flew where Bayonetta and young Baldur were when they arrived in their original timeline. How she can use Lumen Sage magic, or how she foreshadowed that there was going to be something big that was going to happen to their world.
セレサ、気をつけろ。何かが、世界に何かが起きようとしている。
さあ、そんな心配はいいから、寄り道しないで帰るのよ。
This is similar to our real world's Joan of Arc, where from the age of 13, Joan allegedly began to experience visions of the Archangel Michael, Saint Margaret, and Saint Catherine of Alexandria. These visions told her to recover France from English control and reinstate Charles VII as its rightful king, a mission she should fulfill with divine purpose. That begs the question, did this Jeanne that we see in the flashback of Bayonetta 1 already experience the events of Bayonetta 3 and future games? Most likely not. Because she was surprised when Bayonetta saved her in Inferno. Or maybe this was the event that was different compared to the previous lifetimes or the previous loops that Jeanne has been in, which is also why she thought that something big was coming. This was the event that was the turning point of Bayonetta's lifetime.
Stop! Spare his life, and I will give you this life.
Why would you do that?
We're in the
Bayonetta 3.
now.
Mr. Kamiya revealed that Jeanne was his favorite character. As we didn't have much canon involvement with Jeanne in Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 3 is her time to shine and provide a shift, provide a plot twist in the story. An awesome shonen factor that I can imagine in Bayonetta 3 is that when they are fighting some deeper sphere angels in Bayonetta 3, she finally unveils a Lumen Sage glyph. She then remarks, "It's been a very long time since I've shown this ugly magic." I think that'll be pretty cool, pretty epic. So she only uses it as a last resort to save her and Bayonetta on their way to Paradiso. This would then progress to Jeanne potentially giving the Lumen Sage magic to Bayonetta to fulfill Rosa's prophecy of Bayonetta's true potential. That's what I think. I wouldn't be surprised if Jeanne had some bigger part in Bayonetta 3's story progression. With the possibility of having more than one perspective being played, this is what they took out in Bayonetta 2, this would allow her screen time to be around the same amount as Bayonetta, satisfying her massive fan base. We also don't know where she got her mole or if she even has a mole to start with. So maybe in Bayonetta 3 they will show where that is. I hope. All I'm saying is that Jeanne has a lot of story potential to progress the plot of Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta is the driver, while Jeanne is the underrated fuel that really shows where the car of Bayonetta, the franchise of Bayonetta, can go, as a story of course. What kind of fuel that will be, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm Rakan, and happy theorizing.